What is up, guys? We're here once again, and we're back today for a little bit of a chatting MapleStory video. Today we're back with Chagas 2, our main shadow sitting at 273. We do have a little bit of a new look, and I did something new recently. For the very first time, I decided to try the anvil from the cash shop, and I thought that I think it's called the maple something dagger. Looks pretty good with this red outfit from the Camilla shop. So if you haven't checked it out, go ahead and use those coupons. But if we do talk a little bit about serious stuff here, I kind of want to start thinking about the liberation questline. From the previous videos that I've been uploading, some of you did mention you can technically take down Hard Lucid and Hard Will by yourself. Like, you seem to have enough damage to do so. Maybe I do have the damage. I probably don't have the skill or knowledge of the proper how to do Lucid and Will by solo runs. I think I should be okay, but I still have to, practice a little bit here. And to do the liberation questline, there's a few things we have to go through. I did a little bit of research thanks to Send Poppy and Milky Chain. I watched you guys' video, looked a little bit on Reddit, some Google stuff as well, and there's a lot of stuff to do. Please correct me if I'm wrong on any of these steps. I will put everything down on the screen for you guys, but before we take a look at the steps that I think is correct, let's take a look at the bosses, right? So we can definitely do a hard Lotus by ourselves. Kind of tough sometimes. I gotta be more serious and focused, but we can clear Lotus easily now. Damien, pretty easy as well. We can run a hard Damon as well. Forget about Sea Slime, it's not part of the liberation. Lucid and Will, these are two bosses that I usually duo for the hard versions, or sometimes trios, so we gotta be able to do a solo run for these two. Then we've got Gloom. I've never attempted Gloom. As you guys can see, everything's cleared for my weeklies except Gloom, as I've never done it. We've got Virus Hill as well, which I've never done it either. So we might have to start with normal versions just to have, first to learn everything. And then secondly, to be able to clear for the liberation quest line. I don't think Gloom is part of it, but it will be good to at least be able to take down Gloom. But Virus Hilla, the hard version, has to be done in order to do the whole liberation stuff. And then Black Mage obviously is part of it. So that's like the overview of the bossing that I am sitting at currently. Now, if we do take a look at the whole liberation steps, apparently step 1 would be to get the fragment of destiny, which is basically a sort of a key that an NPC at Lumina, I feel like, will give to you. For her to give you the key, you need 50 spark of determination, which you can do by your dailies or clearing Sea Gloom or Sea Darknell. There's the drop, you just grab it. That's it. 1 shadow of annihilation. So that shadow of annihilation is a drop from Hard Virus Hilla. But first of all, for me to ever think about Black Mage and the whole liberation, I need to learn Virus Hilla. And if I do as a hard run in a party, I can at least get the drop and then eventually practice to do it by myself. So that's step number 1. Once you get all of the required items, you can get the key. Let me show you guys real quick. I've got 409 of these. I was doing dailies for such a long time with this character, until I realized I don't have to do those dailies anymore. I knew that I need this at some point. I didn't know for what exactly, but now I know. Step number 2, it's an 8-month process. So month number 1 will be Black Mage. Clear Black Mage as a solo run. I think it's a hard Black Mage I have to do. Yeah, it is monthly, and it should be the hard version. There's no normal version at all, so well, okay. Black Mage, and then I go ahead and clear Hard Fawn Leon. But there's handicap. I feel like the quest should tell you that there's handicaps, or I guess you won't even be able to enter without having the proper handicap equipped, which is basically the Genesis clean weapon that they give you and your secondary. For me as a shadower, the Demon's Shadow Shield. Second month, do Black Mage again, because you need that drop from him that will give you access to do the boss, which is Heart Arcarium. Same thing, Genesis weapon clean and your secondary. You go ahead and clear that one. Jump to month number 3, Black Mage again. So every month you need to do the Black Mage in order to get the drop, which will allow you to enter the new boss. So month number 3 is Hard Magnus, Genesis weapon, secondary. That's it, that's all. Month number 4, now it starts to be the hard part, I guess, which is Hard Lotus, which you get a minus 20% final damage. So you're basically weaker, but at least you get to wear all of your equips. On number 5, Black Mage again. Then you just jump into Hard Damien. The only difference is instead of having 10 lives, you've got 5 lives. Hopefully, Damien doesn't get remastered by then. And if it does, well, we'll see what will happen, right? Come on number 6, Black Mage once again. You get the drop. You jump into Hard Will. Difference here is 10% increased damage. VAMs will be the thing. You need to have some, not drop rate, but some restore HP and MP. I don't know if I should, like, I have constantly restore HP on this one, continually restore HP and MP. So technically I should have 2. I don't know if that's how it works. Third one, it could be like small portion or large amount, which I don't know even if it does exist or not. But I have a lot of FAMs to look into, you guys. That'll be in a future video, obviously. We jump on to mon number 7, Black Mage. First, get the drop, jump into Hard Lucid. This one, the handicap goes as the following. You only have 50 power elixir to use. So I think you can pop them onto your pets. And these will not be, probably not looking like these power elixirs. Probably going to give you special kind ones. Or maybe you can use these ones and you just cap to 50. I don't know how that was going to work. We'll take a look at that when we get there. Mon number 8, final Black Mage. Get the drop, jump onto Hard Virus Hila, which apparently, again, I've never done Villa and I just don't know the mechanics. I don't know how many stages Virus Hila has. But apparently it says that you need, well, you basically start with 75% HP Virus Hila. So instead of her having 100% HP, she's starting with 75. I don't see how that's going to be a handicap. I think it's a handicap for us unless she becomes stronger or whatever when she gets to 75% HP, most likely something like that. And once you've done all of that 8 months, then you get whatever drop, I guess, and then you can go to your quest and they'll give you the strongest weapon of the game. Now, again, please correct me if I'm wrong. I would love and I would appreciate you guys' comment on the best way to do the liberation. I will not start it as of now. It's just something I thought about it and I'm like, I should probably look into it because it is a 8-month process. Now, one thing I haven't found is, what if you miss a month? Do you have to start over? Is it something that you need to have 8 months consecutive? And if you miss a month, then you got to start over. If that's the case, let me know, because then I'm going to be in big trouble. I mean, I don't know, right? I cannot predict what's going to happen in 8 months from now. So that's the whole liberation quest, in my opinion. That's the steps. Again, shout out to Senpapi and Milky Chain for teaching us how to do it. And there's obviously Reddit and everyone else in the community. Thank you. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing I want to do here is a little bit of shout outs to some of you that did comment on one of my recent videos. Let me see if we can do it now. So the artifacts, thank you for everyone commenting and telling me that level 10 is the max. So for me to have, let's say, a level 5 increase all stat, a level 5 increase all stat, and another 5 increase all stat, I probably have some more down here. No, I don't. Okay, that's 15 and I only need 10. So I need to play around. I think I'm going to do it right now, actually, and see what we can come up with. If we do convert stat, increase all stat, increase critical damage, and increase boss damage. The first 2 ones, we're going to keep it as it is. We're going to change the third one. What can we do here? I think increase attack power would be a great one. Don't think I have increased damage. So we're going to use increased damage. And then what else do we have here? Some IED. Some buff duration, some skill cooldown bypass chains. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Some drop rate and all of that, bonus XP, some crit rate would be interesting. Status, summon durations, and damage of final final attack skills. Increase damage of final attack skills. I think I'm gonna do this. Let me know if increased damage of final attack skill is a good thing to put. I've literally never seen that before. I think I'm going to put some ID. I'm going to keep some item drop rate. And I don't really care about missile drop. I will put buff duration for this one. There you go. And then same thing on this one. We're going to convert the stats. Put some ID. We're going to put some item drop rate. And then some buff duration. There you go. So everything's at 10 except these 3. That probably should be better in my opinion until I unlock this one, and that one. Now, since we did clear the artifacts, I think I need to change a little bit again of my hyperstats. Since I've added a few IED on the artifacts, I do not have to waste any points on that one there. So we're gonna max critical damage. We're gonna put a few on damage as well. Or sorry, should I say boss damage? Okay, so this is the end result. 15 on critical damage, 9 on damage, and 15 on boss damage. It did increase our combat power significantly. I think by 1.5 or almost 2 mil combat power. My ID is sitting at 91. Once I'm popping my fams and everything else, I think I should be fine. It shouldn't be too low. So that's the updated version of my hyperstats. We've updated our artifacts as well. The next thing we're going to take a look is our hexa matrix. Once again, not going to waste too much time on this one here. The only thing is I'm kind of curious on why my stat one is at 10, this one's at 6, this one's at 4 only, when this should technically be maxed out, because this would be a better thing to have. And it says enhancement is complete. You can enhance again after reset. If I reset this, I mean, do you want to reset the current enhancement info? The enhancement level applied, the current set will reset to 0. If I do this, am I going to lose all of my fragments that I've spent so much on? So I'm not going to do it because I do not know the answer. We will get a second hyperstat here. I do not know what's going to happen, but that's what we have. If you know what I could do better, basically get to that liberation journey, I would take that. Extra skills, I know I have a few fragments and some symbols or soul urda that I could pop in these guys to max these out. I'm just waiting to, you know, gauge what I need to do first and all of that. And last but not least, the favorite part of MapleStory stats is the nodes. I've got a few that I want to open. Let me see how much I have. I've got 109 here and I've got 122. So that's a lot. So I'm not going to bore you guys. What I will do is just to tell you that we are still stuck with this. So we've got Cruel Stab maxed out, we've got Assassinate and Max Explosion stats out on both right here. Then we've got Dark Flare, Sudden Wraith, Shadow Veil maxed out on this one. But we're missing some on this one because we have Assassinate once again for no reason. So I'm going to quickly check if I can find another trio including Dark Flare, Sudden Wraith, and Shadow Veil. If I have all three of those, we'll see if I can max that out. All right, so I've opened 231 of these guys. Here goes nothing. So Dark Flare, Sudden Wraith, Shadow Veil, Search. Okay, we've got 3 out of 231 plus some that I already had. Oh my god, this looks kind of promising. Are you freaking kidding me? We finally got what we needed. Oh my god. And that's, I have a second. I'm gonna lock this. I don't care. And I've got another one too. I'm locking these two guys. Look, I'm not taking any chances. Now, if I unlock this one, now all I need to do is basically max this guy. Yeah, I've got some, oh my lord. Okay, select all without these. See what's gonna happen here. From 1 to 10. That's all we got. Okay, I will enhance this and use these guys. Sitting at 15. Can we probably see if we can find some in the event? Okay, so I've got 10 experience node stones right there that we can use eventually, and 100 more. Okay, so that's it. So we've finally got all 4 of them, which is perfect. Only thing is it's sitting at 15, so I will max this out eventually and we'll be able to like really max out everything. Okay guys, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I do apologize, no bossing and nothing special. We just have a brand new looking Chagasu at the moment, which is chef's kiss once again, and the liberated questline journey begins. So all the comments, all the tips and tricks are welcome in the comments section down below. And once again guys, if you did enjoy this one, give it a thumbs up, do subscribe, share with some friends, and we are going to start the journey pretty soon. As always, this has been Noori. Spread your peace and love. Catch you guys on the next one.